Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Force Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right, I actually want to talk a little bit about an interview that took place a little while ago with Ewan McGregor. It kind of went a little more under the radar. We're about a week out to getting Kenobi on Blu-ray coming out for release.
Yeah. I don't think we pre-ordered that.
We did not.
No, I don't think so.
Though I think we did for Andor, which will also be coming out.
Yes, that I will watch in full 4K glory on the big screen.
Good, because I've been looking forward to watching it again.
Again, yeah, me too.
But okay, so this interview talked about the original Obi-Wan Kenobi idea. And apparently there was a much darker plan originally. Kind of talking about him being, like, drunk and alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Ian McGregor said, like, the first episode used to start out with me as a waiter in a bar. You know, he's...
That sounds so weird. Okay, like, he's got a job. He's got a 9 to 5.
Yeah, he does.
No, waiters don't work 9 to 5. What am I talking about?
You know, like, he's really lost his way, Obi-Wan. He's working in a bar. He's drinking too much. I get beaten up. People are kicking me, and I'm just, like, taking it. And then stalking out, you know, into the night. I mean, that was our first ideas anyway. There was a draft where that's how it started.
Well, I'm glad that draft got scrapped.
Says we were talking about a movie at that point, not a TV series. What a weird way to start it. I mean, did it start much better? I mean, he's working his 9 to 5 at the fish carving.
At the giant fish
fish, where he's stealing, mind you.
Yeah.
He is stealing from his job to feed his Yopi. I was going to call it a camel horse, which is kind of what it is.
Sure. Yeah, that's what an Yopi is, yeah. Should call it Rue, but whatever.
It should be Rue. It just doesn't seem... I don't know, neither one seemed particularly great. I mean, both of them are, like, down in the dumps Kenobi, but I wanted so bad to see them adapt the Kenobi novel. And they could have.
Yeah. As we were just talking about Rue, who comes from the Kenobi novel. I mean, the problem is, like, that takes place right after Revenge of the Sith. And this is... I mean, he's older, so it makes sense to do something 10 years later.
Apparently, when they started conceptualizing making the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, Disney Plus wasn't there yet, and all Ewan could see was him broken down sometime after Episode 3, and then he's in a really dark place. Which I can understand that.
Yeah, to a degree. I think it makes more sense. I've said before, I think it makes more sense for Kenobi to be kind of lost than it would Luke. But that's a whole other debate.
But it's factual.
I mean, Obi-Wan goes through some stuff, right? I mean,
Just
not that Luke doesn't, but his brother, his apprentice, turns to the dark side and helps the Sith take over the galaxy and destroy democracy and the Jedi Order, and everything is just in ruins. Whereas Luke kind of fixes all that last we see him. He, like, brings back...
Fixes that. He comes to terms with what happened with his father.
Yeah, he saves his father. Like, he does the opposite of everything Obi-Wan did. And yet Obi-Wan doesn't turn out anywhere near as bad as where Luke ends up. Go figure.
Well, let's just hope they decide to leave the Obi-Wan story where it is.
Yeah, I mean, unless they have a better idea.
Where he wakes up and it was all a dream?
Yes, it begins with him waking up, that was a terrible dream. I can't believe I would have ever gone after Leia and jeopardized everything.
It just shows me I really shouldn't leave Luke on his own.
Yeah. Anyway, let's... I don't think there's going to be a season 2, so I don't think we have to worry about that one way or the other.
Well, Disney Plus has had some weird kind of news comings and goings for the past couple of weeks. And I kind of wanted to bring that up because I think it's interesting. They kind of now are talking about doing one of those always-on channels. What I mean,
the Disney Channel? It's not always on.
But they can have always-on channels, features like dedicated to Star Wars or Marvel. And those are similar to, like, free ad-supported streaming services like Pluto or Tubi. Well, even Amazon. I mean, we saw in our Amazon subscription that there's, like, the always-on...
The Transformers channel?
Yeah,
not that I've totally clicked on that, or you've totally clicked on that, yeah.
Where it's free to anyone, whether you have a subscription or not, and there's ads, just like if you're watching regular TV. Yeah. There's no, like, guide to show you what's coming and what's going on the channel either.
We have come full circle. We are right back to, like, regular television with commercials or cable TV with commercials.
But the difference is it's free. Supposed to be free.
So is this little thing called over-the-air television, but whatever.
No, well, yeah.
It's free.
Regular
100% free. You just plug in, get an antenna, and you're there.
But they're talking about making, like, Disney classic animated film channels or Pixar channels where you could just tune in, watch the channels. They'll still have ads like traditional TV, but you can just turn on the channel and let it go all day if you want.
I could watch Transformers all day.
The problem...
G1,
we're talking about Disney, though, right now.
Yeah.
The rumor has it that you'd still need to have a subscription to access these channels that are ad-based continual running channels, which is not the case on other streaming services. But it's funny because these things are actually popular. This is called FAST, Free Ad-Supported Streaming TV. Yeah, FAST. Reports from Bloomberg say that viewers are spending more time watching like the Fox-owned Tubi when compared to Peacock, Max, and Paramount Plus.
Really?
That there's just an appeal to tuning onto a random show without worrying about hanging on to every single word. It's kind of like if you want to watch if you want something on in the background.
Oh my god, it's channel surfing.
It's channel surfing. It's 100% channel surfing. Or like I'm cleaning the house, but I kind of have something on in the background which I'm kind of watching, but I'm really not watching.
Yeah.
That's what these are.
Channel surfing. Somehow channel surfing has returned. Where you just turn something on in the middle of it and you just kind of go with it. Yeah.
Like Amazon has one. They call it Freevee because anyone can just tune in. Unlike Disney's plan, which you have to have a subscription to even get into the app
to
watch their sense. I mean, and they're making ad revenue off of these things just by like, here, you want to watch this? Go ahead. The cableification of streaming. It's so funny. Full circle.
Full circle. We're right back.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Bob Iger is kind of like needing to figure out how to make money with Disney Plus. I don't think he's there yet because streaming services take a while to make actual money.
It's been like 5 years. It'll be 5 years in November. Like, it's time to make $1 or $2 out of that thing, right?
I mean, recently there was an interview where he's kind of opened up on like maybe trying to reach out to Netflix or Max to make bundle deals.
We really are going back to cable, aren't we?
Soon it will just be one service with everything connected.
And they'll all have just channels that stream in real time, essentially, not on demand. And we're back to cable 100%.
So one service to rule them all?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's move on then to new this week in Star Wars, etc. Okay, settle down over here. Today, if it hasn't already come out, the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer is supposed to drop.
We've got a teaser or something, right, so far?
There was a teaser that came out on Sunday.
Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah, they're dropping tidbits, but this is supposed to be like a full trailer. Those were just like teaser, warm-up trailers, you know?
Well, teaser trailer, yeah.
Yeah, this is a real trailer.
Okay.
Real trailers are like a minute and a half
trailer,
to
2 minutes,
2.5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Real trailer. Wednesday, we have Bad Batch, episode 14, Flash Strike.
All right, I'm ready for that.
I know you're ready for that because we're actually getting somewhere.
Well,
2 episodes to go.
Hey, the season's been a good pace all season.
It's been moving.
Yeah, I've complained a little about the last few episodes kind of being short and kind of, all right, you're dragging us to the finish line just a little bit, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm cool with it.
We also have X-Men 97, episode 7, Bright Eyes.
Been fantastic so far.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the last 3 episodes, which start next week. Because they're, like Extinction 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So those are going to probably pick up where the heart-wrenching episode left us.
Yeah. It's been an amazing season.
It really has.
It feels so much like the original and yet like a little more dark. Adultified, yeah.
Even though the original did have its moments. Let's
actually.
Not forget that.
Don't undersell what that first original series or the 92 series, whatever we want to call it, did.
And for comics, we have Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, #1, 25th Anniversary Special.
I don't even know what that is. I usually kind of keep myself up to date on what's going on with all that.
Look at you. Fail.
I know. Well, that's why I have you, though. You keep me up to date on everything.
At least I have a purpose, I guess. And on Thursday, for our patrons, we have voice chat at 8 p.m. Central Time.
I'll be there this week.
Yeah, Thor was not present last week.
I was
down with the migraine that wouldn't quit.
All day. So if you wonder why we were kind of short on news and videos this week, it's because I took just a day and laid in bed. It's bad.
But you did all get the pleasure of having the Naboo Discord chat night.
I heard rumblings it wasn't so good, actually. With just you.
No, there were rumblings that it was fantastic, and we covered a large
I'm like getting messages like, hey, this was the best voice chat ever. Maybe you should skip next week, too,
We were talking about weird guilty pleasure things that you watch, and we talked about the Netflix shared Christmas universe. We talked about a lot of weird stuff.
Hey, I was there when we kind of put that together. Like, hey, is that the same? People are like, what the hell are you talking about right now?
The Netflix Christmas universe, by the way.
There are a lot of people really confused, but we were every Christmas you make me. We enjoy watching together. Let me rephrase that. Some of the holiday movies that are on Hallmark. And
I get to pick one that I have to make you watch.
Okay, and then I'll usually watch another one with you out of my own free will. But we watched them.
He feels guilty because I forced him to watch one.
Yeah, and I put up a fuss. But yeah, so there's like a Netflix universe where they have like all these princes and different kingdoms where all these cool Christmas things happen.
And
Yeah,
they're connected.
it's as cool as I'm making it sound too. Believe me. Anyway,
we also talked about like food and cheese and all sorts of stuff.
Cheese is food, but especially in Wisconsin here.
No, but it was still a great time, even without.
It's always a great
Thor.
time, but yes, even without me, apparently it was enjoyable.
But that's all I have for this week.
All right. Well, then that's going to be all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's news, and let's talk some Star Wars. And so until next time, thanks for watching.